Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaopen.com. I wanted to jump on today and do a quick reading for you. I've channeled some messages. I'm going to pull some tarot and then some cards from the Healing with the Angels deck. First of all, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to those of you who are out there who are celebrating, and sending special extra love to those of you who maybe have lost your mom. I know what that feels like. It's been 4 years for me, and it doesn't get easier no matter how much time has passed. So sending you lots of love out there if you are going through that. The message that came out today is that you need to put yourself first. I feel like there are so many of you out there watching this who are just overgivers. And I understand that. I used to be a people pleaser, and I still have those tendencies sometimes, but I have learned how to quit trying to care whether everyone is happy, because the only person that ends up not being happy when you do that is yourself. So the universe is saying it's time to put yourself first. You've overgiven in the past, and now it's time to focus on your own needs. When you focus on yourself first, everything else will fall into place, because you will never abandon yourself. And when you learn how to not abandon yourself, then it doesn't matter when other people aren't there for you, don't show up for you. You realize that it's more about them than it is you. And you know that it's important to show up for yourself fully. And the right people will find you and will eventually, fall into your life, because when we stop focusing on the wrong people, the right ones show up. So I wanted to give you that message, and I'm going to pull some tarot to see what wants to come out. And you can't make this up, but the Lovers came out. So some of you are about to receive some kind of offer. For some of you, of course, this is about love. A relationship is coming in. You may have a decision to make. But what I would ask you to think about in this is, how are you celebrating love in your life right now? I've always heard, well, if you want to find love, you have to be love. And I used to think, what does that mean? What does that even mean? But it means, and I'm learning, the older and wiser I get, that you need to show up for yourself fully in your life and love your life. And when you start working on that, on what makes you feel good, it's going to fall into place. Okay. You've worked really hard, and you've got a lot of abundance coming in. And I feel like whoever is coming in sees all this work that you've done on yourself. Yeah. But you also need to appreciate how much work you've done. You have come so far. And yeah, some of you maybe are working too hard. You need to, and this is, again, the message that has been coming out is the self-care, right? You need to disconnect a little, put a little more balance in your life. And we do that by taking care of ourselves. Maybe you're working a little too hard. Maybe you need to take a day off. Maybe you need to go get a massage, or you need to meditate, or do something. Do the things that fill up your cup. And you know what? I understand that, because as a teacher, this time of year is a struggle. We're on the struggle bus every single day. It just feels like every day it gets harder and harder, because the kids have been done since April, and we still have like a week and 2 days left, and we're trying to get them to, to get through the year and to be successful, and it's really hard to do. And so it's a lot of extra work. But at the end of that comes time to relax. And so the universe is asking you to relax and to enjoy the celebrations that are coming up. You have some celebrations coming into your life, and people who want to share with you. So focus now on all of the ways that you can celebrate in your life, and all of the love and the joy. And when you do that, I was going to say, I just have a feeling that the Ten of Cups wants to come out. So what we have is all of this, people being generous to you, and so much coming back to you because you give so much. And that really is what this reading has been about. You have things coming in for you because you've done all of the work. You've been so kind to others, but now it's time for you to be kind to yourself. All right, we're going to see what else wants to come out. So you have new beginnings and divine timing and emerging. So something is coming in for you that is a new beginning. It was divinely guided and orchestrated. For some of you, I feel like maybe this was something that you thought was going to happen and it didn't. Like almost I'm getting like a false start. But what I'm hearing is the timing was not right. But now the timing is right. So this new beginning is coming in, and have patience with yourself because you're just emerging and you are not even going to believe what's coming in for you. Okay, and how it's going to show up. The children card is coming out. This can have so many different meanings, and because it's a collective read, it can be different for everyone. It can be physically about having children, and this might be the timing working out for that. For some of you, this is about your inner child and needing to go in and do some more healing on your inner child, getting in touch with your inner child, being playful. What I'm seeing more of it is more of a like, you need to connect to your inner child and be more childlike as far as the wonder and excitement you used to have when you were a kid. You know, didn't Christmas just feel different, and like different holidays just was so exciting? This time of year was especially exciting as a kid. Tap into that and the feeling of that. Okay, and then you have harmony. I feel like balance and harmony are coming in for you guys, okay? And that's much needed. You also have truth and integrity. So it's time for you to speak your truth and to have integrity in the things that you do. And you have self-acceptance. So be patient with yourself. So for some of you, I think this really is about setting boundaries. If you're a people pleaser, boundaries feel very heavy for you, and it's something that you don't feel comfortable doing. But saying no, and no is a complete sentence, and saying no to things that don't feel aligned with you is perfectly fine, and it's healthy. And don't overgive, and be patient with yourself. You're still learning. You're still just learning. We're all learning every single day. And so even if you're not where you think you should be, you're on your way, and you've done so much work, so it's time to appreciate that. Okay, you have be unapologetically yourself. It's normal to feel distracted by what everyone else is doing or becoming, but you are unique, magnetic, and luminous in your own way. You are not made to be like everyone else. Own who you are. Put your blinders on and stay in your own lane. The action that goes with this card is today is your day. How can you show up and own your day today? Are you focused on others or on yourself? And the mantra that you can say to yourself that goes with this card is, I stand confidently in my power. Okay? And then you have, become your soul, not your role. Who are you at your core? You're not the role that you play in life or the many hats that you wear. And that's a really important thing for today. Okay, it's Mother's Day, but you're not just a mom, you're not just a wife, you're not just a teacher or a lawyer or a secretary or a doctor or whatever it is that you've been told that you are, because that's your role in life. That's not who you are. You're much more than that. Journal who you think you are at your core. What do you value and what matters most to you? It's really important to know that. And the mantra that goes with this card is, I am a divine soul. And we have like a flower on this card. It looks like a rose emerging. You know, when roses first come up, they're all closed up and then they open up beautifully. That's where you are right now. You're in that stage where you're blooming, and it says fall in love with the journey. So for some of you, you need to be patient with yourself and the journey. We want everything yesterday, and at the age of being able to have everything at your fingertips, I understand that, but part of it is learning to be patient and being in flow state. And I've done several podcast episodes about this, but this keeps coming up for me this week, is be in flow. Stop trying to force things that aren't meant for you. If it feels like it's not working, it's for a reason. But it says there's so much magic in your life's timeline, and you have come so far already. Be patient. Magical things are coming your way. What is the feeling you will feel when you reach your dream? Feel this feeling now. Place a hand on your heart, close your eyes and smile, and then say, I love this moment. It's mine. Write down how you imagine yourself feeling when your dreams come true. And the mantra that goes with this card is I'm right where I need to be. Life is unfolding perfectly for me and I feel. So let that be your mantra. I hope that those messages resonated. If you want to work with me, go to my website, melissaoben.com. Sending you so much love and